Oh my God. Get ready to be absolutely blown out of your seat or wherever you are. I would seriously advise stop doing what you're doing and watch this. Two A380s coming in hot. I've got goosebumps. I've got permanent goosebumps, Chilly. Oh man alive. Yeah man. How many months? Oh man, Heathrow, you guys just rock, you know. Wow. Get ready for your screen grab, Jelly, for your thumbnail. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that, man. And when it's wet. Yeah. Straight down 27 right, ladies and gentlemen. And if as if that wasn't enough, we get a long run in, we're going to get lots of floofage. Gas is going to be, Gaz is going to be offloading this, Gav is going to be offloading this. Gav Bass is actually going to be working on that aeroplane with Donata. Good day to you, Gav. Just a little bit excited, mate. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, it's just the bomb, mate. It's ridiculous. Yeah! Wow, we can get real tight on that gear as well, man. Get tight on the touchdowns as well, man. Look at that. Wow. Yeah. Look at those rudder, the elevators, man. Getting it all out of, I'm getting everything wrong. Look at that. Oh man, that's insane. Paul Jones, thank you. Gifted a membership. Glynis Forrester as well has gifted a membership. Folks, I'm going to have to do a PTC in a very short space of time. Please note bottom left hand side of the screen there. This is a private location, folks. You cannot visit me here. More than happy to welcome you at the Renaissance, but we've got this new location and we've worked months on it. A lot of preparation, I've got to say a big shout out to Heathrow. There's so many departments involved as well. It's not just Heathrow on their own, so we've got to say a big thank you to them. But please, folks, do not try and visit me at this location. Around here are going to be awesome. Crabbing, man, crabbing. What I saw the other day was really interesting. An American Airlines jet, and you know what? Look, he's straightening that out before he touches down. Wow, smooth. What I noticed the other day, which I wasn't aware that you were able to do it as whilst the aircraft was on descent. Maybe it is. I don't know. But rudder on approach. I understand it in high winds. In fact, that's probably what it is. That's what it was, wasn't it? It was the auto systems creating all that kind of thing. I guess, but maybe I don't know. But, yeah, that's what. I'll just answer my own question. Thanks. You don't need to worry about it. Well, you know, in terms of what we can see, we've got a little bit of the ILS. This is the ILS, the Instrument Landing System, folks. And when you see them, when they're about 10 miles out and they establish themselves where the aircraft basically locks on to this Instrument Landing System along here. And that is it. That is it. Runway lights there, more approach lights, and approach lights all the way through here. Hey, is this JetBlue? Oh no, it's Aer Lingus, isn't it? Yeah, we've got stack shots here and everything, folks. It's the ultimate 27 right arrivals shot. Wow, look at this, man, look at this. Swing it. Nice and calmly done as well, wow. Good afternoon, everybody. Big Jet TV, live from London Heathrow, our fresh new location. Congratulations of being the first in the world to see this new location officially. When I was a young whippersnapper back in the day, I did help myself come up here, and but that was on the back of the Merc. So we do get a shot, a great stack shot in here as well. And when there's floofage as well. Yeah, this is one of two locations, folks. This is one of two officially new locations. And I think you're going to like the other one as well. This is great, man. This is great to see the aircraft, the pilots doing their stuff, making those alterations, compensating for the crosswinds. Even though there's not very heavy crosswinds, it is still decent enough. Look. We've got a decent enough back end of, what is it? Back end of, what's her name? Elizabeth, is it? Or no, it was the other one, Nigel or something, wasn't it? Kaylee Summers, perfect for stormy weather landings, indeed. And when they're firing up any of the BA jets in the test cell, as you can see there, the open cell. We're right opposite the maintenance hangars here as well, so any interesting stuff. We've also got a look over at And I have to say, folks, if you're driving a car, be very wary. Be very aware, folks, that we've been asked to take down number plates of cars that stop here. So don't bring your car up here and expect to stop and take photographs, because you'll be moved on and reported by the local, either the police or the security teams, one of the two. They're very strict around Heathrow. They have to be so to keep things moving. If you get a big gathering of people, it disrupts the flow of traffic potentially, and we've just got to be aware of that. This is also going to be pretty decent, I think, for lineups, for departures. We've got a couple of lampposts. What would Big Jet TV be without lampposts? Let's face it. So, mate, I'm having to take your number plate. The fella parked there. I don't think he's got anything. He's got a couple of young kids with him, but you know, people chance it. They do chance it, and there's nothing anyone can do about that. But just be aware that when you bring the car up here, you're sort of like taking up the entry point into the staff car park here at Heathrow as well, for British Airways and other staff members. I'm not in a car park, folks. I am not in the car park, trust me. Well, you just need to appreciate the fact that, you know, we've spent months of organising this with Heathrow. Many different departments that you have to deal with, and Heathrow are in the house. Thank you, Heathrow. We really appreciate all your cooperation and help, and they're you know, appreciative of the fact that we are a legitimate organisation, educating the public. Oh, hello. Oh, I looked round. I thought for a moment this might be the new Saudi. No, it's an American triple. Here we go. Better touchdown shot from this side as well. Oh wow, listen to the vortex. I've got very... Yeah, there we go. There's some people who know where I am because they're local to Heathrow. They know the area. This is just going to be awesome for wet landings. I'm going to get battered, of course, with a headwind. That's quite a strong headwind there, although tell you what, wow. Yeah, good look down the taxiways. Oh, start up. It's just awesome, man. It's because it's pinging off the terminal building there. The sound of the engine starting up. What an awesome sound. Danny Maguire thought paddock was good, but this is another level. It is, my friend. Virgin Atlantic, we get some great approach shots. We can see them. See everything unrestricted. The odd bus, the odd truck. That's Thai. It's the Thai jet, I think. It's the Air Canada jet, the 330. Somebody asking TDYT. The Air Canada jet, the A330, is actually on a remote stand. Wow, getting a good audio note of the aircraft going out as well. Wow, Barbara Siegel, good morning. Ryan H, Sarah Louise, Lavender Noodle, Sound of the Underground, yeah. Jace Ward, thank you. Phil Sky, Adrian Ward. Jace Ward and Adrian Ward are the same. Loving the new position. Do you get a stronger whiff of the gasoline? Well, yeah, would do, I guess. Just as long as the wind's blowing in the right direction. Wow, we get some great engine shots and undercarriage shots and all that. Look at this. Flapper on, moving away. Wow. And you can hear that vortex, man. Wow. Can you hear the rumble of the vortex, folks? If you look that up online, I've got a video to play out to you on Friday. You look that up online, there's some incredible video of, it's not a great deal of wingtip vortex, but there is one specific one which is pretty gnarly, and it goes to show just how violent the vortex is off of the wingtips of these big jets, even the small ones. Phil Sky, much better than the paddock. Poor old horses. Ned Miller, loving the new spot. Reese, awesome view. Wow. Yeah, great, folks, great. I'm glad you're loving it, because it took a lot of work, man. Oh dear, a lot of work. To-ing and fro-ing. All worth it though, man, all worth it. Working away. It's the Dreamliner, so it's got the big flexed up wing. Watch the wing as it goes, droops back into its neutral position as soon as it touches down. There we go, look at that. And look at that correction there. That's the big rudder kick correction. Some pilots doing it before they touch down, others doing it after they touch down. Wow, how cool, man. 777 Lenny, Big Jet TV just keeps on getting better. Well, that's, you know, the fact is that you spend your hard-earned money on supporting the channel. This is the least we can give back. You know, we go overseas, we do this, we do that, but I'm just an aviation nutcase, and you know, as a result of that, I just want to show you everything I can possibly show you. It's almost like having a giant airport in it, and a model airport, wanting to show it off to everyone. Nadio Ninja is a returning member. Welcome back, Nadio. Away, man. See, pointing the aircraft in to the left there. Now, what's this guy gonna do, or girl gonna do? They're straightening it up before they touch down. So smooth, man. Imagine what it's going to be like with stormy conditions, man, when they're all landing sideways and all that. It's insane, isn't it? Okay, we've got Tiddlers inbound. Keep me informed on radar, folks, if there's anything coming in. That's what we have, a great relationship with our friends at Flight Radar, and that's why we don't post any of the flight details and all that kind of stuff on the screen, because we like that interaction with you lot, where you give me information as well as everybody else on here, information on what's coming in. Bank Red Kaylee Summers, Kathy Williams, practically eyeballing the pilots. Thanks for your obsession. Yeah, Dave, new gas, new location, looking good. Listen to them going out as well. Laugh it up, Fuzzball. Afternoon all, late today. What a great position. Where is this spot? Amazing. London Heathrow is all I can say. We've got to be. Yeah, we're gonna get people on foot. There's people on foot who come to this location, folks, and there's nothing anyone can do about that. Because it is actually obviously a very popular spot on the perimeter road. Luckily, there's enough area for plane spotters to stand well away from the main road and keep themselves like these guys down here. Look, taking a picture with mum. So yeah. Obviously, there's nothing anyone can do about people coming down here and taking photographs, but just please don't come up to me and visit me, folks, because obviously that's a no-go. You know, but people do. Yeah, this is going to be great for departures as well. We're going to get some departures this afternoon as well, folks. We're of course the eastern end of the runway, so we're looking down at Terminal 3-2, sort of like way. Professor, going to be even more wet in stormy conditions. I am. But you know what? It is what it is. I'll take it. And guys, heading off between Terminal 2 and Terminal 3. It's a bit of a walk, that, isn't it? When you're going out of that far terminal. NGS0123, no, the paddock will still be used if they use runway 27 left. Yes, absolutely. That it just means that we've got all bases covered, basically, folks. And this is a really amazing view down runway 27 right. We do have another position as well, which is even more secluded, and one which is way out of the realms of visiting people, if you know what I mean. Rachel West. Yeah, it's all paid off. Wow, interesting. Vortex coming off that Neo. Listen to that. Whoa, it's gonna be good in winds, man. It's gonna be great. Paul B08. Loving it, always looking up, great location. Music Max is a new member. Welcome, Music Max. Well, we've got a, interestingly enough, Julie, we've got a rogue arrival on 27 left. Oh, that's typical, isn't it? Gludmeister, will this awesome location be used for windy landings? Will it? Absolutely, my friend. It's put a whole different perspective on, hasn't it, really? In terms of wet, stormy. Oh, look at that. Yeah, no, the odd bus and that, but it is what it is. Ruth Petite, loving the new location. Steph, is it an optical illusion or is the end of 27 right on a slight slope? Well, Yeah, it does appear to be, doesn't it? Like the very far end of it seems to definitely, well, the front, let's put it this way, the front end of it almost has a slight upward ramp to it, doesn't it? Most definitely when you look at it from this angle. I've spoken to a number of pilots who've said they like Heathrow because it's got a nice flat runway. Marksy 1974, amazing new location it is, isn't it? We are very, very fortunate to be where we are. Ned Miller, no more horn sounds from Jerry. Oh, I don't know about that. No. A lot of drift going on here, man, even though it's not very strong winds. Look at the straighten up and then kind of went back a little bit. Nice. Nice. Simon Morris. Bella's life. American Airlines picked the wrong runway or very early go around. Marcin, can't wait for the Emirates 380. 1 hour left before its landing. That's 1:45. So yeah, that'll put us in a good position. Scott Hetherington, Chrissy, Wales 85. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Oh, mate, sorry, you can't come in here, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I've got to be pretty stringent, folks. Even if a 7-year member comes in here, I've got to be very strict on this whole thing. And people bringing their cars in as well, I've been asked to take down number plates as well. So I'm sorry, but it is what it is. We cherish this location, and we want to hold on to it. So we don't want people turning up in their cars, giving me coffees and stuff like that. I cannot take any of that, folks. Leave it to the Renaissance. We'll obviously, number plates have to be reported. It's not, we haven't, no, I'm not mentioning who has asked us to take number plates down, but it is just so that we can control, to be honest with you, during our meetings, it was discussed that any vehicle that's sort of like looks a little bit shady, please take down the number plate. And anyone looking shady, for all you plane spotters out there, if you see anyone, report them. Shooting already. Yeah, at all costs. Deborah Davis, don't shoot them though. Yeah. I'm picking them off one by one. That's funny. Al, there's another one gone. And another one. Al saying, can't get my head around this weather. Yesterday I'm washing the salt water from my clobber, and this morning I videoed the most amazing colour show of the post-sunrise. Yeah, well, it is. It's kind of April, isn't it? April, sort of like, oh, hello. We're going to get some great breakthrough floofage as well. Get down. Three greens. Wow. Oh, yeah, SCH 737. Jill, here's another two gone. I should get my sheriff's badge, shouldn't I? And Nicholas Thomas, I love it that you can see the fan blades so well from behind. Wow. You guys are loving it as much as I am, man. Nicholas Thomas, Joe, what's the best primer to try and pick out the engine types? Best primer? I think that's a typo, isn't it? Well, from this distance, with this Neo here, I'm guessing it's a Neo because I'm only seeing a silhouette, but you'll hear that it's a Neo up to a certain point. It's basically the carrier really to determine whether it's the Pratt & Whitney or the LEAP engine. Pratt & Whitney have got some serious. Oh, this sounds like Pratt & Whitney. It might be Lufthansa. Nope. SAS, Pratt & Whitney. They've got that hollow sort of like sound to them, the Pratt & Whitneys. But yeah, these guys have got some serious issues at the moment with their engines. Wow, look at that. Isn't that fantastic, folks? Thanks, mate. Chris B, loving the 787. Aidan Campbell's gifted a membership. Thanks, mate. Avro Arrow. Oh yeah, the countdown for Anchorage, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening. We're booked. Last week, isn't it, Jilly? Last week of the month. Raptor X, that was SAS 320 Neo from Stockholm in Sweden. Yeah, 24th and 25th of April, folks. Now you can see those ailerons working away as well, and the flight control surfaces, and then bang, everything comes up, including not altogether. I can go a bit higher, but I'm just going to leave it as is. Put it this way, there's less big 40-footers go. It's mainly all buses, and when the buses are on that side, it's only the top of the roof. It's when they're on this side of the road that you get it. So, you know, in terms of the frequency, I would have said we're a lot better off than we are at the paddock. God's sake. Eggs Aviation BA82 from Abuja, diverting to Palma de Mallorca. Not sure why, no squawk or anything, and due out 2 hours after it should have landed. Wow. Wolfie. SCH 737's gifted a membership, thank you. Got David James as upgrading his membership. 330 NEO, sorry. The big Trent 7000s. Now, bigger aircraft, probably a slightly bigger swing as well. Lots of vortex noise. Look at that, man. Look at that. Wow. Yeah. See that? The delayed puff of smoke that you see there, folks, that tyre rubber smoke, is the front gear dropping. When you see it go past us, the A330, you'll see the big droopy undercarriage. Back wheel set comes down first, then the front set. A very specific design to the A330, to be honest. None of the other Airbus jets really have that style. The A350 is very is a very flat angle of attack, so to speak, so that the pilots literally fly it in, and at that flare attack angle, the wheels are actually flat and level with the runway. So that's why you see them landing so precisely with the A350. 777 got the big droopy undercarriage on it. Both the 200 and the 300 got the tri-set either side, 6 wheels either side. That's a drooper and all. Yeah! Oh, big downwash. Very smooth. There's that rudder. See that kick of rudder? Avio 380, maybe an Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson show, as it's rather busy over there. Well, we've done Atlanta, haven't we? Fine. Warning, fine. Oh, me coffee, me coffee. What, 380? Nice. How cool is that, man? What a shot. I don't know. Yes, we are, man. Graham Laidlaw, that's for when we're at the Renaissance, my friend. And we will still be frequenting the Renaissance. Avro Arrow, it's too exciting to even look at Flight Radar 24. So I tell you what, British Airways, if they ever made one good move, well, they've made many good moves, of course, during their time. But wow, picking the LEAP engine over the. I'd love to speak to the person that basically made the decision. No, we're going to go with the LEAP engine and not with Pratt and Whitney, because if you figure out that the original BA Dream single aisle fleet were all powered by the IAE engine, which is a complete leap, forgive the pun, from CMF, which is what this engine is. It's the equivalent, it's the upgraded CFM 56. Well, I say upgraded, it's a completely new engine really, but a lot of it. Now this is the 220, this is a Pratt & Whitney powered jet. We'll cover a little bit of this on the show on Friday during our news segment. Look right through those engines, man. Look at that. And that's what you call, and why you call it, high bypass. I would have said, you know, because they've been using the word high bypass for a long, long time, but these are super bypass, aren't they? A super duper bypass. Matt Weaver's gifted 10 memberships. Thanks, Matt. And Chris Clark has also just gifted a membership. Matt and Chris, thank you so much. Oh, look, little yeah, lots of I think is it nearly a third of the fleet with Spirit Airlines a third of their Neos are grounded, and it's 200 to 300 days for the fix. That's nearly a year, mate. That's getting on for a year, isn't it, to repair an engine? Or it's 200 to 300 days for wow, look at that. Yeah, man. Great place to hear the startups from as well, folks. Now, we're going to run it through past the switchover, because I kind of wanted to do an experiment to see what it was like for the line-up shots. Good thing is that these posts are sort of in the way only of when they're actually at the final point of roll-on. When they're all lining up and that we're going to see them in that area there, which is the holding point. It's just going to be fantastic. Lots of, well, hopefully noise and exhaust fumes, just not fumes, hopefully. I was actually thinking yesterday, Gilly, I should maybe wear a mask when I'm doing departures. Because it will be like standing at the, you know. That was the ERJ 145. Still getting lots of people saying great new location. Oh, PK has gifted a membership, and apparently that was in honour of, oh, where is it, Gilly? In honour of TAA pilot Len Murphy. That's a great thing to do, PK. Thank you so much. Nigel Cox, loving it. Boeing 747-800. I'm a channel member. You are indeed. And welcome. See, even trucks at this location. The buses, no problem at all. Raptor X. Mark Tam's got to go back to work. Mark, that's a great question about hypothetically, if Concorde was still flying today, what modifications it would need for today. Well, first of all, the Concorde cockpit was 99.9% analog. Even so, even to the point where it still required a flight engineer, so a third pilot on the flight deck, a third crew member on the flight deck. So you know, it would be a bleeding nightmare. You'd have to, first of all, a brand new complete glass cockpit. Oh, hello. Is he going to pull a little bit of? Oh man, got a 350, and I'm first 350 of the show. Here we go. Wow, you really get to hear the vortex here, man. Listen to that. Can you hear that? Sounds like a train. Wow. What a fantastic example. Also, Mark, the issue with Concorde would be the cost of fuel, the cost of flying it. Very expensive to fly, and it's not like you can put, you know, at this day and age, not long after Concorde was removed from service, you know, that's when businesses started asking their executives to fly business instead of first class because of the costs, and that's why most airlines implemented new systems. Well, first of all, British Airways don't do first class anymore, do they? I don't think they don't do first class, so to speak. I think it's business. You know, there's so obviously the cost of operating it versus the potential profit that you could make. The Concorde never really made a profit at all. It was always operating at a loss, which is a great shame. Of course it was, and that's why I in some way doubt this whole boom thing, even though it's not anything like Concorde. Now what you're going to get to see here, folks, wow, even a downwash from the 320 Neo, man. Listen to that. I keep asking people, do you hear that? When the aircraft, after the aircraft's gone over us, do you hear that rush of air? Simon Tyler has gifted a membership. Thank you, Simon. Here we go. Qatar's 380 now. Great opportunity to look at the outboard ailerons, which they call the dance of the ailerons. It's a split aileron assembly, 3 ailerons on the outboards, purely because of the size, and that's all being operated by computers at the moment. Look at this lump, mate. Steady input of rudder rather than one big wallop. They've sort of, like, you know, just nice and smoothly with finesse just ease that front end over into the middle of the runway. It's crazy, man. I mean, you think that thing's landing at what, 200 odd mile an hour? Everybody. MPH 1982. It's not a car park. What was that? What was the song? This is not a love song. Dark cloud. Great camera setup in the Qatar 380. You have 3 different camera views at your seat. You do indeed. Dark cloud. Jilly actually, and we've still got to post it, haven't we, Jilly? Jilly filmed an Emirates 777 underneath us, flying underneath us, literally using the Jilly filmed the camera, the belly camera. Yeah, just amazing, man. This is going to be such. Listen to the jets going out. Louise Webster, or Lewis Webster, shuttle BA from Aberdeen. Can I say big shout out to Dom, by the way. That's a CEO, you see. There's a bus. There's a bus with on this side of the road. We're all right. We're all right. I think we're fine. Harry says I could see you from the courtyard. There we go. Lewis. Sorry, Lewis. interesting. Cathay Pacific taking that departure route. It's quite unlike them, really. We can still see down over here. Apparently the Virgin jet. We can't see the Virgin. Of course, I'm going to get shed effect now, aren't I, Jilly? I'm gonna get shed effect. Beautiful, man, beautiful. Lance Link got a great setup. Well, we've got a great setup because of our commitment to you. It's as simple as that. Literally, like our t-shirt says, eat, sleep, planes, repeat. It is, mate, I tell you. I even, mind you, eat, sleep, dream of planes, repeat. Greg Hughes, welcome to first class, Greg. Yeah. Probably something to do with the toasty. Greg Hughes, welcome back, Greg. Boom! Side loading, man. The side loading on those tyres, mate. That's insane, mate. Karina's gifted 10 memberships. Thank you, Karina. Wow, that was big side loading, man. Martin Murphy, no, you are not able to book the long stay car park to do plane spotting. No. They have cameras up there and they will come and take you away. Ha ha, hey, ha ho. Very popular spotting location all along the along that perimeter road over there, folks, directly opposite me. I'll show you where I'm talking about. Lots of people go there, lots of professional photographers and plane spotters. Yeah, big man. Nice. You can see how some pilots are, I wouldn't say more skilled, but more smoother than others, if you know what I mean. Whether it reflects their driving of their motor vehicles, I don't know. Oh yeah, that's Steve. You should see him coming out of his driveway in the morning. Paul Gallagher, listen to that. Wow, great. Aidan Campbell, this is awesome. Helen Clapp, thank you. We are very proud. And when I say work long and hard on it, flipping heck. It's the longest I've ever worked on a project in me life. So worth it though, so worth it. There's lots of people who I want to say a big shout out to, but I can't. I just can't. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, I can get him, mate. I can get him. Oh, bless him. Wow, long landing. Yeah. There's our other position, which is also great for turn-ons on departures. Are they up there, Gilly? Did you say she's up there? They see waving. Waving from the sky bar. Oh, he's 8, bless him. Oh, yeah. Went and had a word with Gagan yesterday, our good friend at the courtyard, and I'm afraid, folks, it's unfortunate, but I mean, we are continuing to film there exclusively, but due to the massive amount of people that have started coming up there uninvited, who are not staying at the hotel, not spending any money, coming up there with their bottles of water and their sandwiches, like I told you not to, that's it, it's closed now. It's closed to anybody other than somebody who's staying at the hotel. So I'm afraid you brought it on yourself, which is a great shame. Great place to visit. Heard nothing but good reports about the rooms that you can stay in. I think that one there on the corner there, isn't it? Which is the one that... it's that one right on the corner there, I think, because you get to see them. Yeah. Great rooms, great people. Hello. Vueling, I got it right. Good Pratt & Whitney's. Now you can tell a Pratt & Whitney. You can tell a Pratt & Whitney from the green inner sleeve. Do you remember that first ever? the answering phones. The whole big song, the green sleeves. Anyway, whatever. But there is an inner lining inside the engine nacelle, which is it's partly for sound, but mainly because it's a Kevlar. It's Kevlar, you see, the material. You need to get off the runway, son. Now you see that Vueling. Yeah, he's off. So if there's if one of the blades was to wow, listen to that little downwash from the 320. How about that? Cool. Oliver is a brand new premium member. Welcome, Oliver. Great to see you. Thanks for supporting the channel. And I apologise to, what was her name, Jilly? And her son. Jack is the little boy and his mum, who have come to Heathrow today to say hello, but unfortunately, due to me being in this position and location, I'm unapproachable. But who knows, when I finish I might go to McDonald's. If you can make your way down there, I'll be more than happy to give him a sticker and say hello. Lucy's gifted a membership. Thank you, Lucy. See the black flaps at the end of the wings there, folks? They're the ailerons. They're basically what steer the aircraft. If you look at, wow, got a bit of heat vortex there. Liquid vortex. You'll notice, and this is another good opportunity. I mean, I know that the paddock has good views, but because of all the paraphernalia that's in the way and all that, it is sometimes quite frustrating because of not being able to see stuff taxiing and all that kind of thing, other than looking through ILS and all that other paraphernalia. But now you're going to get a good example of the flaperon, or the low-speed aileron. Sorry, yeah, the low-speed aileron, isn't it? I think the flaperon, the inner flaperon. Paul May is a brand new member. Welcome, Paul. Come on, we need some heavies, GP. Nicholas, thank you so much. Nicholas Couch has gifted a membership. Oh, we've got the baby Taron coming in, have we? He wants to come in and show us all. Look, watch me landing. Watch. CPR 1234 BA A350 1000 about to join the queue. Looks like it'll be short approach as it's pointed towards Westminster and Fulham. Okay, so it's pushing in then, is she? Okay, so a little bit of a intersect to the ILS perhaps for BA 83. Might be able to see her Ellis Chernoff, flaperons are high-speed ailerons, operate all of the time. Okay, they're the high speeds, right, okay, so basically the ailerons, the outboard ailerons, are the ones that are used during manoeuvres, let's say, I'm guessing. Whereas the when you're in flight, you'll see the if you fly on a 777 and you look out on the wing, if you're sitting behind the wing, you'll see the flaperons making ever so slight movements. When the when you're in sort of like a in turbulent air, let's say, at high altitude, you might see the outboard ailerons just making tiny movements to sort of like work alongside the high speeds. Thomas Cleary, are you going to the paddock for departures? Why on earth would I want to go to there, Thomas, when you've got a beautiful view out here and an unrestricted shot of the climb out and everything? And the paddock is basic. We never do departures out of the paddock on 27 operations, but we will be going back to the paddock, folks, for stormy shows. This is going to be this is one of two new locations, folks, and the other one it's the only time I've wanted it. Sarah Joe, Andy P, Sue Cruz, Big Daz, Australia. Last few pilots have done a great job, nice and smooth. Yes. Yeah, I know. We've got to show it off. We've got to show it off, haven't we? Andrew Hickinbottom, I've been to the paddock for departures and it's rubbish. Well, blimey, it will be. You won't be able to see anything. You have to stand on tippy toes or on a very high step ladder. But yeah, 27 right, 27 left departures at the paddock is a big no-no. 27 left departures at Myrtle is a big no-no. Louise Webster, or is it Lewis? Sorry, did Lewis say? It's Lewis. Yeah, sorry, Lewis. Lewis Webster, BA320 Neo from Toulouse. Here we go. He's been back to his birthplace. Oh, Warren, good mate. I'm glad I saw that. What was his name again? The little kid. Is he still there? I think he's still there waving. Jack, that was it. Jack the plane spotter. And one day it could be Jack the pilot. Hey, great name for a channel, isn't it? You can have that one on me, Jack. There probably already is one, yeah. Let's see if he's up there. Let's have another little look, see if he's up there. Because he's waving frantically, apparently. He's not going to be very tall, is he? Bless his little cotton socks. Trouble is, they're probably inside and waiting for me to point it, and then they need to run outside. Should we just give them a couple of minutes to... no, not a couple of minutes, about 20 seconds. Couple of minutes. Stormy weather. Hurry up, Jacko! Ah, sorry, mate. Now, no flapper on the Airbus. See the outboard aileron. See those big black boards at the top. See, they're being used on the approach, but now they'll come up and be used as ground spoilers as well to aid in the braking of the aeroplane. Very smooth, man. We could do a two-part show, couldn't we? A little bit of a prelude as to what's coming up later, folks. We're staying here for arrivals right through to the switchover, and then we may do another show from our other location. Captain Manny, good afternoon to you. Big Des Greaston. Ian Hanna. Good question, Ian. What is the deal with the LFB? Well, the roof is out of action, folks. The roof at the LFB isn't going to happen purely on the grounds that they've just spent $1 million or so resurfacing the roof with this very delicate but very efficient roof lining. However, there is one other option which we're exploring, which is it might take a couple of weeks. It might take, with this again, it's more, but it will be good for 09 operations, of course. Already done a recce, already checked it out, etc., etc. Is the other location 27 right, Avio 380? Not telling you. Not telling you. Cheetah 1903. No, I'm not on the long stay car park, my friend. I'm in a private compound, which is off limits to anybody bringing vehicles here or anything like that. It is completely off limits. People try it from time to time, don't get me wrong, but you'll get moved on by the security teams. And I've also been asked, and I'm not saying who by, but I've been asked to take down registrations of vehicles that come and stop here as well. It's a bit naughty, but not supposed to be doing. It does clearly say no stopping and all that malarkey, and you're potentially blocking the entrance to the staff car park here as well. Glenn's Aviation Love, Captain Manny, Lloyd Bell. Folks, we're not leaving the paddock. Cost me £2,000 a year to film from the paddock, so I'm not leaving, I can assure you. So the paddock will continue to be used on different days and times and conditions and all that kind of stuff, No, I've just been asked. It's you got to do what you got to do. Look at all that. See, that's crazy. Look at all that FOD, man. Look at all that FOD, and it's such a difficult thing to remove with all that razor wire there. But that just goes to show the amount of. And then you look back at the incident. Was it a Southwest jet or was it United? I think it was a United 737 that ingested that bubble wrap, which caused the flame out in the engine. They brought it back safely. There's been quite a lot of incidents over the last 12 months, haven't there, where aircraft have been put to their paces in terms of proving how efficient they are and how reliable and how safe they are. Not naming any names and aircraft type and all that kind of thing. Ooh. Bit of a shed effect. So getting the call now. 70, 60, 50, 40, retard. Yeah. Love it, man, love it. That was quite heavy, man. Wow. Nice. Kuala Lumpur. Now, 777, I think. 777? Yeah, look at that big lad, look. Thank you, Trish. Indeed, camera is Panasonic VX1. You know, there's a few things in life that you work with or you operate. You know, maybe you've used a shaver all your life and you swear by it, or you use a watch. You've had a watch all your life and you swear by it. Well, I'll tell you what, this camera is one of those ones that is worth its weight in gold, man, literally. Very cheap, not expensive, but does this. And we're in 4K at the moment, aren't we, Jilly? Look at this. Downwash, man. Listen to that. Wow. Bosh. Nice. Did you hear the noise, folks? Did you hear it? I need to know whether they hear that whirl, that swirl, that whooshing sound. Nigel Armstrong, Boeing 747, Nick Gray, Captain Manny. Michael Field tuning in from goddammit Texas. John Grinham 777-300. Barry Price, those tyres take extreme side forces, they do. Aer Lingus was indeed a great example. Andy P, good afternoon. Susan New, North East Scotland Rail Sense 777, beautiful machine. Baby Bus next, Beverly George, great livery, John Grinham. Tony Haynes, we hear it. Steve C, loving the new location. How about that, folks? Straight down runway 27 right, 09 left. Absolutely awesome. Oh look, come on, let's give him some air time. Look, whee, look at me, whee. Okay, act like an adult now. Oh yes, I can fly, look at me, look at me. We've got a brand new member. Well, no, actually a returning member. Ex-Aviator, good afternoon to you. Hear it loud and clear, Paul B. Louise D. Lyon. Yes, can hear trailing Vorse to see streamers. Brilliant. But it'd be great if the Pinky pulled some of the baggage trolleys to the Taron baby bus, wouldn't it? That would be the ultimate, that would, wouldn't it? Like a little dummy, innit? Sharon has gifted a membership. Thank you, Sharon. Well done, baby bus. Good on you, Josh. Always try and be happy. I've been massively stressed over the last how many months, Jilly? Oh no, it didn't work. Yeah, start again. Okay, we've got a bit of rain now. It might see a little bit of, I don't don't think it's strong enough yet, the rain. It's just a very minor shower. Oh, it was a nightmare at the beginning, man. I kept getting it wrong. Everything was just, oh my goodness me. Didn't realise it needed one for this, one for that, one for that, and attach that to that, and that, and that, you know. But we got there in the end, man. Wow. I had to literally learn physics or something like that, you know. It was, wasn't it? It was like going back to school. And anyway, Emma Loftus is a new member. Welcome, Emma. Another cracking location, Martin Smith. Great shot, 777-200, John Grinham, Aidan Campbell. Airbus 318 is the smallest and least numerous variant airliner of the Airbus A320 family. 318 carries 107 to 132 passengers, has a maximum range of 5,750 kilometres. Now, I think that Airbus bought the Bombardier CS 100, 200, 300, etc. Model or line to replace the A318, because I'm guessing that they were possibly looking for a sort of like, you know, a hybrid jet that can do both regional and short haul services as well. So they've certainly done a good job with that. Oh, size small, it's small. A318 and A319, it's just literally the length. It's a 319, isn't it? Is it? Yes, it is, yeah. The 318, also, the other thick way you can tell a 318 is how tall. You have to be really observant though. The rudder, the vertical stabilizer is a lot taller than any of its siblings on the A318. Taller than the 321, 319 and 320. Big Daz. Cheers, mate. He's gifted 20 memberships. I don't know if he's Aussie, but thanks, Big Daz. I'm sure he was in Sydney, wasn't he? I think he started in Sydney, didn't he, Daz? Big Daz? Or is that just me? No, he's got two stripes. There we go. Marcos de Silva, nice close-up. Look at that close-up view, Arrow. He likes his close-ups, doesn't he? Hey, Andrea K, love the new location. Dutch Taurus, Catherine. Oh, and a big shout out to the police as well. Heathrow police. Might be an off-duty. Here's a 220. So that's the aircraft that I believe Airbus have replaced the A318 with. And somebody asking difference between the A318 and the 319 is literally length and tail height. You can hear those Pratt & Whitneys. Great shots. At some point in time, they, don't know if they'll remove those. No, they won't. That's electrical boxes, I'd imagine, inside there. Cole Moore giving a shout out to Sharon for the membership. Lewis Webster, EW2460 from Stuttgart 319. That was, oh, look at this! New retro livery. This is beautiful. Man, look at this. Yeah. Wow, look at the swing. What's the rudder? Yeah! Now you know how to straighten a plane up. Wow, that is so awesome, man. Arc 0232, dirty flaps on the 777, BA's 777. Yeah, got to give them a bit of a break, folks, because they obviously, you know, Sierra Folk, Jerry, you inspired me. This past Saturday, I drove 2 hours to the Philadelphia International Airport here in Pennsylvania to spot all and any arrivals I could. It was awesome. That is fantastic, Sierra. That's brilliant, isn't it? Talking of old 777s. So that strip all along there, folks, where those trees are, is a great vantage point because you get to see the planes from the side like that. Great position to take photos from. Some wow, look at the edges, man. Wow, I could stick this thing where no one's ever stuck it before. Wow, look at that. Yeah, vortex, man. Wow! Look, it shook the railings, man. That vortex shook the railings. Did you hear that? It sounded like somebody was flapping a great big piece of tarpaulin. Wow. Control Alarm, good day to you. Lots of pilots in the house today. Victoria C. I've done a little plane spotting when I've flown in and out of Philly. There's our first Sharon, I need bigger windows to land the plane. Tony Haynes, very professional. David, this is a brilliant new spot, isn't it? Just always looking up. River Flame, Painter Girl, Lee Hesp. Imagine being a passenger on that. Why can't I see down the runway? Yeah, on the left-hand side, you would be viewing it from an ever so slight angle. I mean, you know, I think it's more exaggerated looking at it from the outside than it is being on the inside. Ellis Chernoff, I could really hear that one. That's brilliant, Ellis. Thank you. I remember the old 757s and the 767s, British Airways 767s, because none of them ever had winglets on them, did they? And they were amazing for both the 757 and the 767 with British Airways. No winglets, and they had amazing downwash, vortex downwash. What's going on there? Gillian Sankey, awesome. Alex Scott, I'm getting some great screenshots today. Man, this is just great feedback, isn't it, man? Faye Senior, these shots are ridiculous. James Toon, good day to you. CPR, Annie Lance, I got One Arm Bandit, a Big Jet TV hoodie. We'll get some pics tomorrow to throw on Twitter. One Arm Bandit. Which one's that? Really? One Arm Bandit. Oh, okay. Okay. Annie Lance. Okay. Oh, he got Annie Lance. Sorry, she got One Arm Bandit a Big Jet TV hoodie. There we go. I got you now. Yeah. Oh, they're both Aussies. Awesome, man. Representing down in New South Wales. Thank you so much. Your geography of oh, easy son. Come on, get it down. Oh, oh man, this is just going to be unbelievable on a stormy day. Richard White, no smell of rubber, Richard, sorry, because as you can see there, we have a direct crosswind right across the runway, which on a very windy day, folks, as you can see here from the sheds, these maintenance sheds here, there's Virgin Atlantic off in the distance, that is United's ex-BA hangar, and of course this is the big sheds that cause all the fracas with the crosswinds. That is insane, man, and it's in stereo as well because it goes from left to right, obviously. But wow, what a fantastic! Oh, imagine what it's going to be like when the one way's wet. Glenn's Aviation love. Nigel Cox, James Wurtell. Wow. CPR, Lloyd Bell. Tony Rivers, guessing the paddock is behind and left to where we is behind and left to where we are. Tony, you're absolutely right. Yeah, more or less. American 7. If you can look on Google, you'll be on your flight radar, folks. You'll be able to figure out where I am. It's not, you know, it's not that difficult. I'm not in purple parking, and I'm not in a car park. I'm not in a private car park. I'm not in a car park. I'm on a private piece of land owned by London Heathrow, which we have permits for, which has taken. I wouldn't want to go through it all again. Put it that way. But I've met some amazing people along the way, I have to say, and there's many donuts on their ways to you guys. And even when I rang up, they were all like, hello, it's like, police are like that as well. It's just great to have so many good relationships with people around Heathrow. You just got to face it, you're going to be answering that question for the rest of your life. Where are we today? Is he in a car park? He's on the roof of purple parking, and they are the three. For the rest of your for your rest of your life, you're going to be. I mean, cut and paste, mate. Cut and paste is what I do. David Wainwright is a brand new member. Welcome, David. And he asks, are you at the end? No, I'm only joking. Christopher Scott has gifted a membership. Thanks, Christopher. River Flame, shout out to Heathrow, absolutely. I don't know if they're still in the house. Obviously very busy, but... Nigel Couch, new location, has taken us to a whole new level. It has, hasn't it? And you know the crazy thing as well is that when I first started Big Jet TV, I used to come here with me Mercedes with scaffold boards on the roof. I wasn't visible then really because I was below the fence line, if you see what I mean, but still eventually got moved on and had to respect London Heathrow's wishes, security teams and everybody else, Heathrow police, etc., who we now have amazing relationships with, I have to say. I've grown those relationships over the years. Irish Cockney Rebel, welcome to Premium. famous Fergal Sharkey Irish Cockney rebel. Oh yeah, Jez White, also what camera? And the other one, when's the switch over? Yeah, why do they switch over? Oh, start up. Ethan, Maine, this location is amazing. Did you hear that start up there, folks? It's another great opportunity to hear engine startups from this position. Already had Thai Airways earlier on. I don't think that wouldn't be this United 7.6, is it? That's just fired up. Looks like he's hooked up to something, but I don't know if that is that an optical illusion. His beacons are flashing. But normally that's Richard Evans is a brand new member. Welcome, Richard. Paul Harvey just started watching. Wow, loving the new location. Oh yeah, man, it is awesome, man. Alex Hilton, turn and burn. Celebrating his star today. Wow. Brian Golran, great location. Thank you, Brian. Sarah Deals gifted 5 memberships. Nice, big. I nearly said Continental then. Wow, that's a 200. It's got no winglets either. Should get a big vortex wash from this one. Wow, smooth. That's a very seasoned pilot there. Oh yeah, Trish. And lastly, how long are you alive for? Bless him. David Mead, I know exactly where you are. Fair enough. Girl tuning in, sorry. I was thinking, open the box, it shows how many people are watching. Craig Russell. Well, we've got 7,300 people I'm seeing right now. And here we go, folks. Emirates 380, in your face. Look at the outboard ailerons. The split ailerons, see them fluttering there, literally. All computer aided, of course. It's all in the pilot's left or right wrist, dependent on who's flying it. But this ginormous thing is controlled by something not a lot bigger than your average computer gaming stick control thing. Wow! Bum pointing straight at us. Look at that, man. Wow. What a spectacular shot, man. Who's actually about the Connie? Koala Muir, you mean? Kylie Muir. Is that... Oh, Kylie Muir. Hi, Jerry. Connie is hanging out the hangar today. Chilly, when are you coming back, folks? That is going to be a spectacular shot when the runway is wet. It is going to be absolutely awesome. Just to let you know, we're going to run it. Hello, what's going on here? That's interesting. That's they're blocking off a taxiway there. Well, that is normally what they use. Richard Payne is a returning member. Welcome back, Richard. big shout out to these guys, folks, who literally cycle round and round the airport all day long in case somebody needs assistance or medical assistance. They can be there. I think they should give them e-bikes though. That poor person is struggling there against the wind, man. I mean, on an e-bike, you still get to exercise amazingly. I have to say, I had an e-bike, and you have much more fun on an e-bike than you do on any other machine, manual or otherwise. Wow, look at these shots, man. It's going to be so cool at departures as well. Big Daz, big banger. Jay Baker, when they land, they use the run and send the aircraft. It sometimes swings around. You can feel the motion in the plane, Jay. You definitely can. And if you're at the back of the aircraft or behind people, you'll see all of their heads swaying when the aircraft. So right now, he'll swing it now. Here comes the input from the rudder, but that was very, very sympathetically done. The biggest swing that you feel is actually when the aircraft's actually on the ground, and all that forward inertia is kind of making the aircraft move from left to right. You get a bit of a sort of one truck so far. That's one truck we've had. Okay, 737, a little bit higher approach speed on the 737. Let me just isolate those. So yeah, we're going to go through the switchover. Going to do a couple of departures just to see what it looks like. Yeah, man. Craig Russell. KLM 737-8 from Amsterdam. He is on tow, isn't he? What's that? Yeah, he's on tow, isn't he? So he's going to the. He's off to the hangar. I'm imagining. Although it's a bit of an odd. Are they going to push him back from there? Odd. What is? Oh my goodness me, are you serious? Oh, that's hilarious. Well, we pay money to be there, Chilly, so it's worth it. Oh, that's... Oh. Whoa! Easy! Wow! See the vortex! See the heat vortex! Oh, wow, just everything happened there, didn't it? Fantastic. Fantastic, man. Wow. Just the imagery is something else, isn't it? One truck TV, Martin Smith. Yeah, bus just went underneath in there, didn't even feature, did it? Okay, now I might have to put the microphone under a little bit of protection here. Yeah, it has, yeah. So what I can do is, if I put, I don't know if you're going to hear the rain going pitter-patter, pitter-patter, but let's just see what, the mic is now underneath, and let's, yeah, Big Daz, you're right, mate, yeah, but ain't going to happen, though. That's interesting, look, they're closing off that entry point. That's one of the main runway entry points right there. And I'm quite surprised to see, unless, no, I think he was just removing it to allow that United jet to get in there. I think that's what it was. Look, he's moving back into position here. Whoa! Wow, who saw the Austrian? Who saw the Austrian jet the other day? I reckon it's a write-off. I'm going to call it as a write-off, folks, because it basically, what happened? Get this. Imagine this. When they tow an aircraft to a stand, yeah, they normally have people at the stand as well who work on the aircraft. When I say work on the aircraft, I mean saying putting the chocks in and all that kind of malarkey. But basically what happened was someone towed the aircraft to the stand, left it there, yeah, and I don't know if it's their responsibility to put the chocks in. Sometimes it is, isn't it? I've seen it before where when they're pushing them back, they will. Anyway, is there a gentle pitter patter? Is there? Okay. But the thing is that he left it, or she left it, or they left it, or it left it, or whatever, and it basically rolled forward. It tore the passenger walk bridge, ripped the horizontal stay. Oh, it was a little bit unsteady there, mate. I'll go for a wipe in a second, folks. Don't worry, I've got that covered. But basically, it tore the right hand stabilizer. The whole thing, it tore it off. So that alone is a huge repair job. Obviously, they need to check everywhere for stress and cracks and all that kind of thing. But not only that, it punctured one of the light poles that you see around the airfields. You know, one of those things there, for example. It basically punctured the wing. Now, the wing on those 320neos. Are they a or was it a 320neo? It was a 320neo, wasn't it? The Austrian jet. It was a 320neo. But you know, the amount of carbon components in that setup, you're talking about something that's potentially a write-off. They probably will repair it, but it's going to be out of service for a long, long time. Someone's getting fired in the morning. All you had to do was take the plane over to the passenger terminal, leave it where it was, put the chocks in, and then you're done. But you didn't do it, you're fired. I mean, really, that's part of their job, is to either that or the other member of staff, ground staff that is with that person. Maybe sometimes when they tow an aircraft, there's a couple of them sitting in there. One takes care of the chocks, and one basically drives. You know, there's but somebody, that's their job, and they didn't do a major part of their job. I'm really surprised at that. Ground crew cannot leave an aircraft without confirming parking brakes, set chocks in place. There we go. Parking brakes, and yeah, they're supposed to set the parking brake as well, aren't they? Destruction of horizontal stabilizer and damage to wing spar is almost certainly a write-off. There we go. Wow. Wow, man. I mean, that... Oh, can you hear that? Engine test. Our first engine test, folks. Sharon, they won't. I doubt they'll keep their. Here we go. Listen out to for the downwash that I get off this thing, man. Listen. Wow, man! Just every time it gets me, man, it's quite scary as well. If you do this on a Halloween or something with the wind whipping around like that, it's quite scary. Anyway, whatever. Listen. Paul B08, I don't think it's going to be repairable. I think it's an irreparable. Put it this way, and this is my, you know, in terms of cars and stuff like that, if you, I'm just gonna belt up, shut it down, very idle run. Hit me with a rolled up newspaper. Brilliant. Oh, nicely done. Very nicely done. The French pilot, he said that she has done so very well. George A350. All these pilots can say they did silent. Sorry, folks. Yeah, there's two different things. Yeah, when somebody says, you know, it can be repaired. Well, yeah, it can be repaired, but the cost of repair is more than the aircraft's worth. When you have a repair bill, you know, if your car is in an accident, there are many times where the insurance company or they will basically write it off, and they will have to give the insured the value of the vehicle or the airplane, whatever it, or the ship, or whatever it might be. That's what Lloyd's Insurance is all about, and that's where most of these things are insured. It's gonna take a long time for me to sort of like get over the how exciting this position is, man. Yeah, so there's a, you know, yes, of course, anything can be repaired, but it has to be repaired to a you know, back to airworthy condition. Now the other thing is that you need to consider is that when they've ripped that horizontal stabilizer off, it's broken off all the attachments, but it has also more than likely done damage to the axis of the state, because that stabilizer system itself as well as the elevator are all moving components. So the chances are that they will have had to replace everything at the back of the aircraft potentially because of the stresses that are put on the frame of the aircraft, and the same with the wing. You know, there's a good possibility that I mean, the 777 was, you know, one would have thought that would have been a write-off, but it was fire, wasn't it? The 777, the BA 777, was it in Vegas? Was it in Vegas, the 777 that caught alight? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, the fire. Well, that was caused by engine. Was an engine issue, wasn't it? That basically caused that. I think. Seem to remember. But anyway, that's a different thing altogether. Fire damage is literally removing the skin, potentially even removing that part of the fuselage and replacing it. And I think that 777 may even still be flying today. But when you have an impact damage, there's a lot of things that you don't get to see behind the skin of the aircraft, so to speak. So, you know, there's lots of things that need to be checked. It may be that it is repairable, but I just think personally that it would likely be a Texas Taco famous 777. Yeah, we're gonna switch it up. We're getting a little bit of moisture on the runway now, as you can see from the lack of big smoke, big tyre smoke. Okay. I just got an ad. What's going on here? I just got an ad, mate. What's that all about? I just got an ad. Did it glitch? Yeah, there should be no mid-play or mid-stream ads or anything like that, folks. You should not be getting ads if you are premium, of course. Is it premium? Yeah, on YouTube though, not premium membership on Big Jet TV. Oh, if you have YouTube premium membership, what, Big Jet TV premium? Oh wow. Now it's not even connecting, Jilly. Now it's not even connecting. My YouTube isn't connecting. It's great, isn't it? Oh, there it is. Oh. Hey? Yeah, but that's why I asked you, Chili. I said premium membership on Big Jet TV. You said yes. It's not, is it? Premium membership on YouTube, isn't it? Yeah, well, I did ask you. I did ask you, mate. I did ask you. I did ask you, and you said yes. Okay. I said, yeah, okay, all right. Listen to that going out as well, man. David has gifted a membership. Thank you, David. Might get some. Don't know if we've got enough moisture yet, but we might see some of the water being kicked up by the engines if they use their reversers and it's wet. Aerocentric. Never seen an ad in 2 years. That's all right over there, isn't it? We can just put a little bit of tape on that. We should be all right. Is the audio still coming through? Okay, yeah. Alex Hilton, walk out, Jimmy. Down in tools. 45 minutes of action from this runway in terms of arrivals. Then we're going to be. Then we're going to be jumping on some departures where this area here is going to become very busy. Another great position to see that happening is, of course, the courtyard, which we're also exclusively have exclusive access to. Nick Gray audio is great. Tim Hitchcock, tuning in from the Sunshine Coast, Australia. G'day. Hope you're well, mate. Vortex. Here comes the downwash. There it is. Frank Cromer, great to have another dimension to the activity at the airport. There we go. Yes, all for you folks. Now you can see, especially, it's a shame that that tree is so much in the way, but can you see that arch that's inside the hangar there, folks? And these big frontages that you see here are the add-ons that they had to attach to the front of the old hangars, because those old hangars that you see in there, the old archway, that's where they used to put like 707s, VC10s, that sort of thing. The bigger aircraft were stored in those hangars there, and Concorde, of course, as well. Debash mode, thank you, Debash. Hope you're well. She has gifted 10 memberships. It's very kind of you. Rain is now pretty persistent. It wasn't actually forecasted, but it is what it is. Nick Gray over the top of me was a Bell Jet Ranger. Wow, cool. Mike Delta 11, Lady Lucifer, ex-aviator over here in Sydney. I saw an Air Canada 777 on arrival the other day at about 6,000 feet with gear down. Very strange. Wow, 6,000 feet. Ooh, yeah, I mean, it's a long way out, isn't it? At 6,000 feet, blimey. I mean, we put that in perspective. Jelly, do us a favour, call me back, because it's just gone all bubbly and horrible. Yeah, 6,000 feet is very high. I mean, that Emirates 380 that's at the hello. Well, yeah, now, yeah. Yeah, I'm in. Oh, yes, I am. Yeah, I've done it, yeah. You get the little bus in every now and then, we don't care. You're all right. There's the fire, boys and girls. KW agree. Love the new location. Now just waiting for severe weather in southern USA. Supposed to be so bad they cancelled school today. Wow. Well, hold tight, mate. Stay safe. Okay, then. Charlotte Phillips Lynn, does anyone know, with the Virgin plane that squawked 7700 and landed on the opposite runway direction on Saturday? Yeah, that was crazy, and that was completely unrelated to the damaged Dreamliner. It was a medical emergency, we're led to believe. But yes, very interesting that they were given clearance to land in the wrong direction. To the point where it's like, we haven't got time, mate, we're going to have to come in. Yeah. Wow, feel the rumble, man. Robin Rumbler. Wow. Smart. Is there? Aaron P. I thought the recognised technique was to remove the drift in the flare with rudder, just like the Air France 220 did. No. Some pilots do it differently. Literally, they kick the rudder either during the flare before touchdown. Others do it after they've touched down. It's just the way that they do it. Every pilot, well, not every pilot is different. Some pilots do it one way, other pilots do it the other. Captain Manny. Yes, and yes, and yes, and yes. Captain Manny, tune in to the show on Friday. I believe we've got a FedEx 777 coming into Staines International. And you, yes, indeed. Great models at ARD, and they do, of course, ship all around the world. And they're very efficient at doing it as well. Harry, next lot of stickers. Probably in the next couple of days, I would have thought. Either that or, you know, the latest batch of stickers that I sent out, I did mention that a lot of them were, oh, haven't we ordered them yet? Yeah, we might have got sidetracked, mate, that's the only thing, and they didn't get ordered. Captain Manny's asking for the link to the model store. Very simple, Captain Manny. Aviation Retail Direct.com. Link coming up, but very easy. Aviation Retail Direct.com. And yeah, lots of FedEx options. I think they've even got an MD-11 there, haven't they? Certainly got the 757, 777. The unmarked. You know, I thought the other day, you know, if I had a plane, blimey, if you had a plane like this, you're a lease company, and even if you just owned one plane, you'd probably never see it again. I'll be honest with you. Even if it's a CEO like that. Airlines around the world are desperate for aeroplanes. It's as simple as that. And there is a massive shortage of aircraft. Luke Morrison, 737 MAX first officer here. We flew with the gear down recently as we had a hydraulic sensor fault. We troubleshoot the problem with maintenance whilst doing holds at 5,000 feet. Wow. Wow. We flew with the... Was that from departure? I'm guessing. I'm guessing so. So the gear didn't retract and he had to troubleshoot the issue with maintenance, and that's a MAX as well. Wow. Of course there are, as we've seen many times here on the show with certainly with the Dreamliner, with the electrical braking system. I don't think do they have electric brakes on the was that a retraction issue or was it a wheel issue? Because obviously most of the incidents that we see, situations should I say, not incidents, but the most situations that we see involve the wheel brake system going US, as they call it, unserviceable. So they have to allow a certain amount of time for the wheel to stop spinning, literally, before they retract the undercarriage. Thanks for the feedback, Luke. Dennis Ford flew with Malaysian. Wasn't as good as what he thought it would be. Lady Lucifer. Luke Morrison affirmed from departure from Brisbane. Affirm. And the old man always used to say affirmative instead of yes. Wow. How cool was that, man? Andrew Hickinbottom. He's back after watching 2 times speed while having lunch. That is pretty cool, watching it in 2 times, I've got to say. You can still quite understand what I'm saying, but you have to be on your toes to completely understand it. Lady Hull, that was Arthur, was it? Was that Arthur Wingtip? Calvin Grant, Raptor X, Air Action 2257, EJE 545. Got the washing in. RDUK, Jill Perry. Jamesy, Boeing has been accused of taking shortcuts in the construction of its 787 777s. A whistleblower has gone to US regulator. I think this is the start and the end of now. No, Jamesy, I think it's just a continuation of what's happening with Boeing at the moment. There have been a number of whistleblowers, so to speak. Whether they are legitimate or not, we don't know. You know, there's always that in question as well, of course. People looking to earn money from the media, that kind of thing. I'll be honest with you. I don't really want to get into the whole politics and the debate of around Boeing, but in my eyes, it's just right at the top level. They need to start looking and bringing people on board who are engineers and technicians and understand how an aircraft is made, and not someone who's just good with figures, that kind of thing. You need there you go. There's a perfect example of swinging it in the flare. Oh, okay, the whistleblower was yesterday. Oh, okay, well, you know, it's a tricky one, isn't it? So it's a tricky one, man. I until you hear, you know, official reports, it's oh, they are legit A350. George saying, it's, you know, it's tough times. Let's be honest, it's tough times for our friends at Boeing. No denying it. You know, they have had. That's the first I've heard of issues with the 777, to be honest with you. Or are they talking about the 777-9 here? Because they haven't delivered any 777-300s for a good couple of years now. Only 777-200 freighters. Because I thought I saw a putty cat. I thought I saw a little bit of floofage there coming off this Dreamliner. Maybe I was wrong, I don't know. Tarnish 7, tuning in from the Lurkers Lounge. Good afternoon to you, Lady Lucifer. Brandon Rab, ex-aviator. Most of the Boeing issues that keep popping up, maintenance issues. Well, yeah, most of the stuff. Those recent things with United Airlines and all that have all mainly been maintenance issues. The only one thing was the door plug, which, you know, unfortunately for them, it keeps going back to that. All the media talk. A mouse was found in the toilet at Boeing this week. This, of course, comes after the door plug on a 737 MAX 9 blew up. What's that got to do with a bleeding mouse being found in the... It all goes back to that. Claire Bear's gifted a membership. Thanks, Claire Bear. Big carbon wing 787. Watch the wings as they deflex. Oh, they sit down, don't they? Now they're actually at their unhappiest, those wings, believe it or not. Look at the shuddering of the elevators. Phil Eagle. I've seen a couple of analysts say the culture at Boeing changed from being engineering driven to being profits. Yeah, to be honest with you, the merger with McDonnell Douglas did no favours for Boeing, I have to be honest with you, because they were immediately right up against it. Yeah, it's just been a constant, you know, almost like a constant conveyor belt of issues for Boeing over the years. But yeah, a lot of people accusing them of profits over safety and quality control and all that kind of thing. But you know, it does link back. It links back, doesn't it, to, you know, to management, as far as I'm concerned. If you've got a good manager who's involved with the, closely involved with the, and the manager of the manager as well, believe it or not, and the manager's manager's manager. You need good people all the way down the line, and happy workers, man. Happy workers. Look at this 339. Wow, big downwash. So 330, still got the same undercarriage setup as the CEO. Back set comes down first. There. Front set second. Not really that noticeable because you've got moisture on the runway at the moment. Well, Dave, that's just what you don't need hurrying up to get the the 777-9 into service, isn't it? Nothing on approach, GP. So just to show you what we've got here, folks, in terms of our location, right there that you see is the Spooky Cindy. Thank you, it's gifted a membership. Thank you very much indeed. That is the engine test cell. It's an open test cell. Obviously, the engine doesn't come off. That's where they back the aircraft into the test cell and fire up the engines. Sometimes, as I can see there, they might just put the aircraft, nose the aircraft in and run an idle test, because there is also a grass bank here as well. So you know, they've got the option of doing it either way. All the way round there, where you see that gap there, that is a you know, not a taxiway per se, but a hard-standing, well, let's just call it a taxiway for now. It's not a taxiway. They don't taxi aircraft under their own power down there. They tow them down there, round to the other side of these sheds that you can see here. And these huge sheds, able to take 380s. You can see the notch out of the top of that one, which was obviously also for the 747. Behind this building here, that doesn't attach to that building. It's obviously in the foreground and the background. So there's another maintenance. It's a huge maintenance facility here for British Airways. You can come and see it if you, it's sort of like from the roadside, where down at the bottom of the screen there you can see all the trees, and then you can see inside the facilities there, all the cranes, the overhead cranes and that sort of thing. Doors are open, of course. This one here, doors are all closed. Maybe where that 350 is, I'm not sure, and understandably they'll want to keep that closed. British Airways 777 parked up on a remote stand, and now they got the doors open of the United shed. That's where we welcomed the BOAC 747, believe it or not. Only a few years ago, believe it or not. here we go. Whoa! Got enough water on the runway now to get a bit of reverser action. Although because we're so much, literally, the spray from the wheels as well, from the tyres, you're dispersing hundreds of gallons a second, literally, as those tyres rotate. Phil Eagle, if you ever watched the original Thunderbirds, the noise of Thunderbird 1 and 2 was recorded on those engine pens with a 707 on an engine run. Wow, how cool is that, man? Never knew that. I'll have to look that up on YouTube. I'm sure there's a video of it, isn't there? Has that BA380 been sitting there for a whole load of time, Jilly? The one that we caught coming in a little while ago. Michael Stock's sideways action. Aidan Campbell, Aviation Dreamliner from Colombo next in, and Lady Lucifer has gifted a membership. Thank you, Lady Lucifer. This is sometimes gives it a big barrel load of reversers. Let's have a look at this one. Here we go. Right, she's down. Now kick it. There it is. That's the most sort of like... that's the most... No way! Phil Eagle says, not sure if there's a video of the engine run, but my dad was at the throttles doing the run. Oh my God! Can you imagine that, man? Sitting in those lovely leather seats and, you know, all the, you know, instruments going wild and, oh. And it's shaking, man, as well. That will be shaking on the brakes, I would imagine. A 707 for sure. Conway engines. Were they Conways? I think they were Conways. Nick Gray watched the 787 lean right in the swing. Well, she'll lean left, won't she, with the prevailing winds? I'd imagine it would sort of like, you know, left wing down. Rachel Van Zeller, look at the spray. Paul Skilling, Yoda man! Okay, so that BA380, lots of very, very unhappy passengers sitting there. Obviously, they're waiting for a gate to clear, I'd imagine. They're in demand here at Heathrow, aren't they? The 380 gates, of course, with the big double deck. Wow. Caught that one in the flare, but there you go, you see. Seems to me that, unless of course you are so talented and so, you know, an established pilot and it's your way of doing it, I kind of like the idea of straightening it up once the wheels are actually on the ground, as opposed to as opposed to doing it in a flare. That would be my way of doing it anyway. Cathay 350 just flying over Battersea Park, Mark telling us. Lewis Webster, sorry. Cathay 350 landing after the BA320, there we go. Yeah, we've got 2 days in Anchorage, folks. What are the days? It's Wednesday and Thursday, isn't it? So Wednesday and Thursday, and yeah, looking forward to it. EK41 over Romford. Lewis saying Henry S. H. Anchorage will always be busier in the week, won't it? Yeah, we'll do a record. Well, I've got to show you around, haven't I? Yes, we can go to Panda Express. Go to Panda Express in Los Angeles, mate. Or Miami. Tell you what, that Panda is. That's another. That's make a bleeding. Yeah. Wales 85, not heard you say Squidell in a long time. Well, he hasn't been on. That's why, I'm guessing. Shane DaCosta, a very lovely sight yesterday afternoon, evening. Virgin 350-1000 overhead my house and in South London en route to Heathrow. 2,890 feet, very low as they normally fly over higher up. It's always good when that happens, isn't it? You know, from time to time, at my house, I live very close to, well, Jilly does as well, very close to the Heathrow, well, close to Heathrow and right sort of underneath the outbound flight path for both 27s and 09s. It's fantastic. And yeah, from time to time, you'll get one come out and it's exceptionally low, or there's a go around. In which cases, wow, listen to that. Listen to that. Oh. Side show. I think that first at touch, the pilots initiate the rudder turn to straighten out the aircraft relative to the runway. Yes, side show, you're right, that's all part of it. But some pilots do it before the touchdown, during the flare, or they do it when they're on the ground, when the aircraft's touched down, literally. That's when they straighten it up. Might be specific with aircraft type, it might be, I think it's specific to pilot myself. Look at this stuff. Yeah. 900. Yeah, yeah. Oh, 2 buses in a row. Look at that. Never mind, eh? Barbara Siegel. Oh, well, there we go. It's twice now, Barbara. We'll be fine with the mooskies. We'll be fine with the moosies. Yeah, yeah. When did they have, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to get anywhere near a bear when it's got cubs, mate. Alan, the sign is there for a reason, my friend. or sir. But you know, it may seem silly to you, but for others, we need to make it clear to people that this is not accessible in terms of parking here, etc., etc. So we've, you know, that's something that we cleared with our good friends at Heathrow as well. It was all cleared with them, and we got to do it. You've got to do what you've got to do, because otherwise you're going to get other live streamers thinking that they can come up here and start filming from this position when they just cannot. There's nothing to stop them standing along the roadway, round the other part of the road and all that, doing that. That's not a problem. Of course. That's what? Oh yeah, the Delta 350. Yeah, it does look pretty special, doesn't it? She's got her engines on now. She's done her RTO checks. She's now ready to fly for the first time. It's amazing, isn't it? You know, you see an aeroplane like that you're looking at right there, and you see it. We've seen it. We've seen so many aircraft fly for the very first time down at Toulouse. Their first ever flight, man. It's crazy. Just wondering if he's coming to line up, this guy, or whether he's going long. Thinking, oh no, he's coming out. He's holding. So this is a first departure out of 27 right, folks. Lawrence Morris, Emirates 777 inbound. Oh yeah, Nick, I don't think you're going to get a much closer. I mean, I was less than a foot away from his nose, wasn't I? Yes, Stephen, that's correct. Alabama man, loving the new location. She's had her first flight today. There we go. Yeah, quite a few people. Oh, sorry. Oh, leaving. Sweet spot. Oh, Alex! Ha ha ha! Hold your horses, son. Bit of vortex off the sheds there, look. Violent, that downwash. There was water droplets fluting about over the camera that were being sucked off of the camera. Wow, how about that? Awesome, awesome. Catherine, I recently did a 2-leg journey on KLM from 777-300 on an Embraer 195. Quite a difference. 2-leg journey on KLM from 777-300 to an Embraer 195. Was it an E2 195 or just a 195 stocker? Somebody saying looks like we're going to get Finnair last arrival. Scuba Steve, nice close-ups. Well, yeah, but that's what we're going for. It is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Anchorage do obviously have. I I guess you call them regional, don't you? Regional commercial travel aircraft that they do have international. Well, yeah, we did Condor, didn't we? Depends on the time of year, really. Victor Charlie 10, sometimes not. Sometimes the ops vehicles will take the opportunity to do a runway check during a lull period. 6 minutes remaining of arrivals on this northern runway. Can hear him like. Can you hear his engines? You'll certainly hear a big as he manoeuvres into position. He's right at the front of the queue, isn't he? Spotflight Live, Turkish biofuel will be the final arrival. So, thank you for that. Steve B. Yeah, what a sound. 2 Typhoons flying over Grimsby. Brilliant. There's that 380 coming out from down the far end, Gilly. Got a 380 coming out, haven't we? Great thing is there's loads of water, so it's going to get some serious spray going on there. Easy, Sam. Oh, Russell, that is a shame, mate. But, yeah. Oh, we fly back on the 27th. Oh, okay, well, we might meet up for a coffee in the terminal or something, you never know. It depends on what time you're arriving, Russ, you know. Yeah, 1:30 our flight back on the 26th, so... yeah, if we cross paths, there's a nice, well, it's a Starbucks, let's put it that way, in Anchorage, and also there's a great viewing place at Anchorage as well, inside the airport, where I did a live stream from, didn't I? They are swapping, folks. This is your final arrival, I think. Biofuel, Iberia biofuel, is it? Easy, Sam, easy. Avro Arrow has gifted a membership. Thanks, Avro. Now, the other thing that you're going to notice when they take off, when they leave the ground, they're going to point that way as well. So it's almost an immediate change of direction when the aircraft leaves the runway. Oh, biofuel livery is Turkish. There we go. CPR, thank you. Oh, and it is. He's right. The 777. My apologies. Yeah. Yeah, we have. I think we have. Yeah, but where? I can't recall. Spotflight Live. Thank you, Spotflight Live, not Spotfight Live. Oh, Russ doesn't arrive till 7:30 p.m. Shane, we'll miss you, mate. Okay, last one of the arrivals, this is. Actually, it won't be. easy. Wow. And here they come. Mike Delta 11 has gifted a membership. Thank you, Mike Delta 11. So I'm not looking behind me anymore. It's all close up here now. Like that. I think that would look cool on the whole aircraft, you know, not just on a part of it, but the whole aircraft. Oh man, this is going to look nuts with the 380. Going to disappear for a good few seconds, I think. Now watch as they leave the ground, take off thrust set. Well, I think this one's going to disappear as well, just whilst this runway is they'll very quickly disperse of that layer of water. Oh, bus. See that? It's a great shot though, isn't it? This. That's intersecting departures there, folks. Doesn't need to keep zooming in and out. Yeah, true. Sarah Ansel, hope you're anchored down. Well, I don't think we're going to be that much affected. It's still quite some way away from the. I'd say we're about 300 yards from that that turn-on point. Grant Eco Sonic. Yeah, quickly disperse that layer of bus. Nice 777 coming out. Got 2 777s coming out as it happens. For God's sake. Now the thing is, I've got to be honest with you. Because we're on departures now, and this isn't really, we're not sort of like, you know, the best place for departures, literally, kind of, is up there on the courtyard terrace where we exclusively film from. But even so, it's a great shot in it. It's going to be a great shot for the 380. Ben Thompson. Tom81, thank you Tom, he's gifted a membership. Like I said, I think that would look good if they did the whole jet in that livery. Look who's coming out to play, look. Me! Mind you, those engines will rip the flipping foundations off of your average 3-bedroom house, wouldn't it? And it tells some great noises. Always love that. There's another 380 coming out there. These shots remind me of the old 747 days, Jilly. Kempassi, loving the new location. Who's flying this one? I do like being at this low level as well. Bebe. Bebe. A bit older than that now, isn't it though? It's a little, you know, little sort of like puppy kitten, isn't it? Kind of thing. What it is, it's not like Kelly, that United jet bound for Denver. There it goes. Yeah. Jumping straight into that side slip. Look at that. Look at that, man. Good in, little fella. Off you go. Did you, good boy. Look at that shot there, man. Yeah. Ground level, I love it, mate. I love that ground level shot. Chuck 44. Scott Hetherington. Sarah Deal. I'm trying to see how big the 380 was at JFK. Glad to see her up close. You know, 2 of them now. 3 of them actually. So you'll see a little bit of rudder action. This is basically up to around about 60 knots, where the pilot, the steering mechanism locks off and locks into a straight position, disconnects from the foot pedals, and then it's all about the rudder for steering. Baby got the win. Interesting. Sue Cruz has gifted a membership. Thanks, Sue. This one could look straight on at us in a minute. Where's he going? Oi! Look at him, look! I'll get it. Go on, if I'll get in there quickly. Here we go, here we go. Look at this. Gonna get this head on. Naughty. Louise. Not on the 380, interestingly enough. No, I just saw it. I just saw it and I just read it, yeah. John Urquhart, yes, John, it is a great one to watch, is Stig Aviation. We're going to be playing out a bit of Stig during the show on Friday. busy lineup. Oh, listen to him purring forward. BA's 380 purring forward, man. Oh, she's going to get lost in a mist. Mate, you can't come in here, man. You're going to have to tell your dad to move off, fella. You're going to have to move off, man, because they'll come in here. They're going to come in here, mate, and send you off. Are they? Yeah, sorry, mate. We have an A380 off. Janet Jones, Alan Shadbolt, 2 380s. Wow, look at that, man. Wow, nice, super stretched 777 as well coming out. Just joining. Wow, look at this lineup, folks. And a lamppost in the mix as well. Look at that. Fire it up! So the pilot can still use the tiller up to around about 60 knots if they want to, but 99% of pilots, as far as I know, steer it by the rudder pedals as opposed to it's the first big truck. Dustin Jackson, great lineup. Don't feed the cherry. Wow, look at that, man. That's a great shot. Just goes to show how huge that thing is, man. B-Day 53. Steffi Quinn's stunning shot. Going to be holding that position for a little while, just because of the vortex, the wake that is created by that 380 that's just gone out. Even though there's a crosswind, they will still hold it for a little while. Grant Ecosonic physics in action. It is fantastic, isn't it? Now watch as they power up. You'll see the rudder immediately start to move. There you go. Look, even there we go. Now, doesn't look fast, but that thing's already up to about 40. $60. Probably doing around about 80 knots now. It's fast, man, and you really do see the runway's edge getting faster and faster, and sometimes you can feel, if you're at the front, towards the front of the aircraft, you can feel the front wheels sometimes rolling over the runway like do. It's pretty cool, man. Oh, thanks for the warning, weather app. Rain upcoming. You're a little bit late, mate. You're a little bit late. Wizards. Did we get Wizards? Did I miss the Wizards? National Geographic. So happy it's wagging its tail. Kelvin Grant does show how quiet the engines are. Mrs. Fluffage much prefer takeoff to landings. Oh, there you go, you see. It's different. Everybody has their own preference on direction and operations. Big ones coming out there. I think that's a Virgin 350. Days of Daz. 380. United 767 coming out. Awesome. Craigie Geras. Once you get above the clouds, it is beautiful, isn't it? But it can still be very windy. Still can be very sort of like clear air turbulence, they call it. Wow, what a great shot we got here. Terry Brown John. What's the holding time between 380 and another? Well, maybe a minute, maybe two, depends on, really does depend on the aircraft type behind it, really. And it also depends on conditions. If the conditions are very light and there's a very slight headwind, then obviously they will hold it for a little bit longer because the wake will be less dispersed, or dispersed at a lesser rate, should I say. Oh, I've already started that one. Rob Thomas gifted a membership. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, we've already put the call in to our friends at East Midlands and One Air, and we are planning to do a show with the folks at One Air from East Midlands at some point, folks. Might take a little bit of planning in terms of, we want to do a turnaround, basically. It's the operation. Digital David has gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, David. And there's Rob Thomas as well, gifting a membership. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. Look at this 200. Look at that guy waiting there to do a inspection, runway inspection. Look at the big old GE90s. Massive, great big things. Emma Harrison. Just right, those conditions with a little bit of moisture, but trust me, the heat from those engines will very rapidly clear the runway of moisture. Wow, look at that, man. How cool is that shot right there? This guy might go straight out. Turn and burn. Nick Carter, Karen B, watching in Baildon, West Yorkshire. Hello there. There is a 760. Mate, you can't. You're going to have to say from a distance there, fella, because this is all sort of like out of bounds. Otherwise, I'm just going to get loads of people coming up. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Cheers. Huh? No, you can't get in there, no. You walk around here, mate. No problem walking around here. Have to be 3 meters away from the fence. Yeah. This is no good for departures, man. Arrivals over the other side. You know where Myrtle Avenue is? Thanks, mate. Thank you. It's a shame. It's a great shame. I don't like doing it, man. You know, some lovely people come up and say hello and all that, but you know, if lots of people come up and say hello to me, then the next thing I know is I've got a big crowd of people around the bottom of the van, and it's just I've got to try and avoid that, folks. And I hate to do it. I hate to do it because these are lovely people who are coming up and saying hello, big fans, they say, or you know, or members, or whoever they might be. So please don't take it the wrong way. Please don't take it the wrong way, folks. I mean, he's obviously not seen the show and not seen this, you know. Yeah, I need the I need what was it? Yeah, but you've got to give him the benefit of the doubt. He might have just been wandering around, might have been just hanging around down here, and he said he'd been out here for an hour, so I don't know. HGC not as good as the horses. Oh man, look at this guy getting caught up in a wake. Oh, I'd be chasing that thing down the runway like we did. Look, he's already crabbing, look. Look at that. Look at the adjustment on the rudder. Okay, now, folks, how long have we been live, Julie? Okay. Who fancies the other position? I'm not going to tell you where it is, but do you fancy it? Yeah, depart. Oh yeah, no, it would be arrivals, wouldn't it? Yeah. Just to see it. Possibly. Just to see what we're talking. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it should be. I mean, and we get a different perspective of the. And we get a different perspective of the airport as well. Let's. No, not a road trip, folks. Not a road trip. Can't do a road trip. I've got to obviously reset everything. Yeah, no, I'm going to do that, mate. I'm going to do that. I'm going to have an hour's break, and then we'll come back. Phil Filkins. Phil, I couldn't agree with you more. London Heathrow, in their infinite wisdom, did actually build a platform for plane spotters. Unfortunately, the folks who planted the trees in front of it didn't think ahead. When the trees are all built, grown up, and they end up you know, that's the unfortunate thing. Listen to that 767 moving into position. So we'll get this 767 and then we're just going to give you another perspective, folks. It's not, the other location is not specifically for the operations, it's more for other operations. I'll explain all of that when we... So this Jilly, really? Shouldn't we really? Up on the top of the Q Park. I like this low level shot. Livy Maidman, this is getting me through my 8-hour desk job. Where's 3 hours gone already? So we'll let this 767 go, folks, and then we're going to go. I'm going to take a short break, well, an hour or so, and then we're going to head out to the other location. I actually have to be dropped at the other location as well. I have to be taken to the other location because it's not from the van. Rusty joints. Oh, we've got heavy rain in Paris, Jim. Heavy rain. There's a couple of people who've said about you'll miss the heavy rain. I just want to see if we get to see any runway looks. It's a great shame. I feel like I feel a little bit bad, you know. By the way, folks, that's a reflection on the left-hand engine. That's not a fire or a flame or anything like that. In fact, what you're seeing there is you're seeing the glow of through the engine from the Papis light. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Look, you're looking right the way through the engine there, folks. That's the number 2 Papis light on the left. Quickly, Jelly, post it, quickly, put it on Twitter. Left-hand engine on aeroplane catches fire. Oh no, it doesn't. If there's any engine that's going to give us some glow. still quite easily able to pick that up right away. 2 miles away, man. It's a good shot even from 2 miles. Oh, that's a tricky one, man. That's a tricky one, because look. Okay, folks. Okay. Just do a quick PTC. Right, folks. Going to move to the other location. And we're just going to check it out, see if you like it. I think you will. But yeah, from now, what a fantastic opportunity we've got here. Thank you to everybody. Thank you, Heathrow. We love you, man. We love you, Heathrow. Don't go too far, folks. About an hour's time. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, GP.